Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of A Chapter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. My name is Alan, otherwise known as Hisui, and I'm from ReverseThese.com as well as the Speakeasy podcast. And this time we are looking at Genshiken Part 2, Chapter 93. The 128mm cannon between my legs remains just the 37mm cannon, which is of course a Girls and Panzers reference. And this starts off after Madarame breaks his arm at Comiket when all the girls basically confess to him, and he's kind of sitting around thinking about what's happened so far. And, he kind of imagines having a harem, but you can tell he's kind of annoyed by the idea, like, man, this isn't really what it would be cracked up to be. And so kind of remembering the night before when all the guys were gathered and how basically they were just jelly. And, definitely Kukichi is like really the oddest of all of them because, he's always a super creepy character, but his weird kind of Hado obsession is really like, and you don't get the feeling that he's like, I'm actually secretly gay, and that's why I like Hado. It's just like this kind of weird, Hado's like this weird fetish character, so I've got to totally be into Hado, and you're like, man, why do you gotta make the creepy character even creepier that way? Like, I don't want him to love anybody because I'm in love with him. I just don't want anybody to love with him because he's the most fetishy person. And I'm like, yeah, that character's always the creepiest. Except for maybe, once again, Yoshitaki's, Shotokan's sister, but, that's over there. And so, yeah, they are a lot of help, but yeah, you get the whole, so who are you gonna pick? And then the next day, he's kind of just, recovering, and Yajima, aka coolest character in the series, and Yoshitake come over, and they're like, oh yeah, we're here to basically inform you what happened last night, and of course interrogate you. And Yashima's like, no, I'm just here to make sure that she doesn't, like, totally, I don't know what, but whatever it is, I'm going to hopefully stop it before it happens. And so they, kind of shoot the breeze. And Yoshitake, being Yoshitake, wants to know what his choice is. But one of the things I found odd before I get into that is, Yoshitake is like, oh, I live close by and I visit all the time, so, I made my token appearance as normal and then I got the heck out. But Yajima seems to be hiding some reason why she didn't go home. I'm kind of curious what that is. I mean, she doesn't get the most character development, so it would be nice to see what her reason is for not going home and why she can't tell anybody what that is. But yeah, they want to know, who's Madarame gonna pick? And Madarame's like, look, man, I don't do good like one girl. 4 girls, I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of hoping an answer comes to me, because I can't pick. And Yoshitake's like, I'll tell you who to pick. Pick Keiko. And everyone's like, Keiko? Wow, that's... what? And everybody even, us kind of expect Hado. And she's like, nah. I mean, really, realistically, she's the most Sakya-like, and I think that, oddly enough, you would make a complementary pair, which, oddly enough, brought up Spotted Flower talk in the sidebar. And so, he's kind of like, and I personally am like, Keiko, she's kind of like dime store Saki. I mean, Saki is at least, bold, but in her own way, she was the self-assured bold. whereas Keiko's boldness just comes from cowardness and kind of like, once again, Saki's there and she's designing clothing and, she isn't into the nerd lifestyle, but at least she's, together. Keiko always just seems like, she's the fragging hostess. She just seems like, yeah, I'm kind of not as good. So, I see the superficial reasons why that was said, but yeah, once again, Sumadarame all the way. And the chapter ends with, where, they start talking about what does Hado want, and then they switch to him at home, and his, the girl he used to have a crush on, and, has now married his brother. She's there, and obviously they're going to have some kind of big conversation, so, interesting chapter of Genshiken. I have noticed, oddly enough, that Genshiken 2 has been running longer than the original Genshiken, which I'm sure a lot of fans of the original Genshiken who don't like Genshiken 2 are not super happy about, but just thought that was worth mentioning. Alright, see you guys next time.